Sup, world? It's your girl, Cheryl La Pearl, back with a different type of video. I'm on my political tip, okay? I'm on that Detroit first female elect mayor, Mary Sheffield tip. That's the tip I'm on. So I want to send out, first and foremost, a big congratulations to Mary Sheffield and becoming the first female black mayor of Detroit, Michigan. So we're going to do it like this. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. Yeah, that's for my old heads. I don't own the rights, but that's a little Vesta. Okay? Ask your mama if you don't know. I ain't about to go into all that. But I just want to come on here just to say a little bit, just a little bit. I got something to say, and God damn it, I'm going to say it. So she ran against Reverend Solomon Kinloch. And here's the news flash. That's my pastor. I go to the church. Been going to the church for 25 years. And let me see how many people go back this far. I go back to when they knocked the hospital down in Lincoln Park. And that's where the church was supposed to be built. I go back to Bible study on Tuesday on Lisdale. I go back to the municipal Allen Park Center on Southfield Road. I go back to Cass Tech. And I know we still in Southfield on Hudson Drive, but I go there and back and on the boulevard. So play with your mama. Okay? Before you start coming, that's my pastor. She don't know. No, play with mama because she loves you. But I just want to say that Mary Sheffield did the work. From my vantage view, she did the work. And when you do the work, you should be rewarded. You know what I'm saying? And she ran a good, clean campaign, far as I can see. She did excellent in the debate. And I mean, the girl been on there 12 years. We ain't heard no mess come out about her. It was some rumblings or something, but we was right at the damn election. It was time to votes had already been sent in absentee when somebody found something that I don't even gonna speak on because it didn't have no bearing. But you know what I'm saying? And politics can get really nasty and grimy. But she did the work, and I'm so proud. And I look for great things in Detroit. Detroit is looking wonderful. I went downtown, the riverfront, the stores, the shops, the restaurants, the hotel. It's looking beautiful. And I get it. I get it. That type of energy needs to transfer to the neighborhoods. Well, it's going to take some time. Every major city has ghettos, okay? Did none of this get done under Coleman Young, baby? So, I mean, we also have to change the people's mindset in the neighborhoods. Don't tear your shit down. Don't let nobody come in and tear it down. You got to care about where you stay as well. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like I said, I am proud that we have the first woman in Detroit to run a major city. And to me, it gives hope to young girls who probably wasn't even thinking that they can ever be the mayor of Detroit because it's always been a man's job. Okay, so now we might have little Laquita thinking she can go up in the office and get some stuff done. You know, just the same as Kamala did with the presidency. I mean, she made it to vice president. Ain't no other woman did it. Okay, but I'm gonna touch back on my Reverend Solomon Kinloch, and at the end of this, I don't want no hard feelings. But Kinloch, now that the race is over, it just seemed a little bit throughout it and at the end of it that you coming across as a little bitter, a little sore loser. And even in some of the sermons, you know, through the summer and everything, was like, yeah, they've been in office all the time. I want to hear about the word. I want to hear about Jesus. I don't want to hear about politics. You know what I'm saying? While I'm in church or running of campaign. I don't. And a lot of people just frankly didn't want a pastor as the mayor. And I understand that you said that they need to bring religion back into politics, but everybody ain't religious. That's the thing. I am, you are, but everybody ain't. So I just feel like that you still, a dream deferred is not denied. If you want to run for mayor and that's really your goal and in your heart a thing and God is destined you to do it, then do it. Okay? Because I expect to see you up at them open forum city council meetings, giving your ideas, concerns, helping, volunteering, providing resources or whatever, being right in there. And I understand in the church that you do these things, that you feed the hungry, go minister over people, funerals and everything. But here's the thing. You don't get rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do. The church is supposed to be the pillar in the community. It is. So everything you're doing is right in line with what you're supposed to be doing. The political side is a whole different arena. It's church and state. Church and state. And people don't like to combine the two, And then you want to come in and go straight to the top office. So you know what? Taking a page out of your book, excuse me. I told my husband, I said, damn that high-low job. You go in there and tell them you want to be plant manager. Scratch it. Tell them you want to be VP. That they can keep the president position, but you want VP. Straight from the high-low to VP. Because that's how that sound to me. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things. You know? I understand you ministering, you preaching, and you've been giving back and this, that, and the other. But baby, it's documentation, works, different things that go in line that she was already doing. And we had a lot of corruption in city council. Ain't nothing came out on this girl. The FBI ain't been on her about nothing because we would know about it. Okay? We had a lot of corruption under administration. We even had a former president that was a pervert. And y'all know his name. And yeah, so yeah. If you know, you know. So she doing excellent, and we need young, fresh, new ideas. And why not come from a woman? And yeah, I'm biased because I'm a woman, but we get stuff done. We do. In the household, with the family, with the kids, with everything, deciding what to cook for dinner. We do everything. So I just feel like she was doing the work. And when you do the work, you should be rewarded. It's plenty of time as Black people. We do everything we're supposed to do and never get the reward that we were told we were going to get. Just for whatever reason. She did the work. That's undeniable. And you can't blame her for past administration. You can't blame her for her and her role, not allocating money here, there, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now she is in a role with more power, but with more position, and the people are going to be watching. But like I said, you young, 52, 4 years, what? 56, run again. If she ain't meeting the expectation of the people, or 8 years, run again. 60 still young. That's the perfect age for a mayor. They all usually be old, but I don't know. We need to see faith with works, and I'm only throwing your vernacular out there. I mean, I'm just saying, a dream deferred is not denied. So if you want to be the mayor, not your name out there, because as many concerts and short services and Saturday and Sunday services you do, a lot of people didn't know who you were. They didn't. They just didn't. And when they did know who you were, they was talking about the concerts on New Year's Eve and Mother's Day and stuff. And just stuff ain't had no bearing. She in there, she doing the work. She handled it with grace and class. And I am excited to see what the Detroit is going to be with this administration. And I'm also excited to see where you get in. And I don't know if you did or not, or it wasn't televised, but I didn't see no congratulations to her. And yeah, it ain't my business or whatever, but it speaks to character. It speaks to character. And again, I don't know if you know it. I don't know if somebody told you, or maybe they didn't want to, because some people is always scared of the boss. But me, I'm gonna tell you, because I ain't got a dog in this fight, and I ain't worried about it. And I don't want that smoke. But if you got that smoke, then bring that smoke and whatever. But I'm gonna just say it. You came off as angry sometimes. You came off as bitter sometimes. You came off as condescending sometimes. And I know in church you very clever with your play on words. You have a nice little sarcasm that can be jovial and funny whenever you preaching the word. But in this political form, it wasn't landing right. It wasn't, not even in the debate. And I know it was low voter turnout, but people is worried about their SNAP benefits. Ain't nobody thinking about who the next mayor is. They worried about if it's gonna be a turkey on the table. Okay? And another key point, the city can look as beautiful as ever. It can look like a fairy tale. But if the crime ain't under control, then it's a waste. Because I want to go to the Gucci store, the Fox Theater, the new GM building, to the restaurants. I want to walk around and feel safe. And of course, we can't have not just downtown. I want to feel safe on Finco in Wyoming. And we can't have a cop on every corner. We can't. That's just not feasible. But we do need people in the community to look out for their community. Whatever we need to do. And I know you ran on the safety, but we can only do so much. She can't get in the minds of these people. That is a community effort. You see somebody in your community doing wrong, you check them. Like, not around here. That ain't gonna fly. You gonna get up out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? So don't take this as a dig or I'm downing Reverend Kinloch. I would never. I love my pastor, but I'm just speaking from my point of view. It's my opinion. And that's all it is. So that's all I got to say about the situation. Mary, again, congratulations. We look forward to seeing the great things you're going to do. And yeah, if you like what I'm saying, then like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, then holla back. Okay? Bye.